Nice right hook again.
Body shots, hand speed. At the moment, all too much for Dillian Whyte.
Temple shot.
And he's going to go down. The right elbow. Body shot for Itauma. Whyte in desperate trouble. And very early, can he survive this big punch?
Now, critics are a special breed. Before the fight, they'd been purring about Itauma being the protected fighter, the golden child kept safe in metaphorical bubble wrap. His opponents, often labeled ham and eggers, were supposed to pad his record while he snacked on easy knockouts. But after carving through Whyte like hot butter, some of those voices suddenly forgot their complaints and started wondering if they'd missed something about the young Brit's meteoric rise. Did the critics finally start sending apology letters? Of course not. They're critics. Some insist the matchmaking has still been spoiled rotten, as if boxing promotion is just daycare with gloves. Itauma himself finds all the doubt mildly annoying. Not, "I forgot where I parked my car" annoying, but "stop asking if I'm protected. Let's talk about my right hook" annoying. He's got that classic boxer's answer. The aim is to hit, not get hit. Honestly, if Itauma got any less hit, he'd qualify for free dental insurance. So, is Moses ready for the big dogs of boxing? Cue the sound effect of a rock band riff, because he's not only ready, he's drumming up the theater for heavyweight lead roles. After putting Whyte's ambitions into deep hibernation, Itauma made it clear he'll fight anyone put in front of him. That includes, in his own words, Joseph Parker and Ajit Caballo, who are also vying for a shot at Alexander Usyk's treasure chest of belts. But if you let Moses dream, he'd be sliding right into the Usyk sweepstakes, like a party crasher with the perfect timing. Promoter Frank Warren, who knows a thing or two about polishing prize fighters, strongly suggests Itauma could be fighting for a world title before the year is out. You know boxing moves fast when future means probably next season. Warren has been gushing about Itauma's composure, jab, and tactical execution. Basically, if Warren were any more infatuated, he'd be sending Moses flowers after every round. Boxing fans, meanwhile, have had their patience tested like a Wi-Fi connection in a heavy thunderstorm. The debate whether Itauma is the real deal or a manufactured prospect rolls on. There's a cult-like following in the UK that cheers each knockout and dreams of the youngest heavyweight champion in history, while other highly intelligent fans pore over the list of opponents and ask for more bite, less hype. It's a weird cocktail of expectation, hope, and good old British skepticism. But after seeing Whyte sent into orbit, even the doubters are finding it hard to keep the bubble wrap narrative alive. If Moses keeps detonating first-round knockouts, the only thing getting protected will be his rival's chin insurance policies. As for the biggest question, will Itauma fight Usyk? That is the heavyweight drama boxers and fans are drooling over. Tyson Fury, who has personal experience ejecting old men from the ring, went on record to say Moses would wreck Alexander Usyk, Anthony Joshua, Jarrell Miller, and pretty much anyone older than 33 wandering past a boxing gym. Fury's logic is that youth conquers experience, with a dash of retirement homes are not for the ring. According to him, Usyk might have taken Fury's belts, but Moses is about to take the division by storm. There's just one snag. Usyk's schedule is more complicated than a Rubik's Cube, and some experts argue beating Itauma wouldn't do much for Usyk's legacy right now. You don't become the pound-for-pound ruler by risking it all against a prospect, however hyped. Critics point to Daniel Dubois, another Brit who was rushed to meet Usyk, only for the Ukrainian to turn him into a cautionary tale. But back to Moses. He's hungry, ambitious, and according to his own words, ready to fight anyone. His team is talking world title shots, and Frank Warren admits the opportunity to face Usyk could come sooner than later. The division itself is in flux. Fury says he's done. Joshua looks closer to a commentator's booth than the ring, and Usyk just claimed another knockout win over Daniel Dubois. The gate is wide open for someone new to crash the heavyweight party. If Usyk vacates his WBO belt, the rumor mill hints Joseph Parker or Ajit Caballo might get first dibs, but the way Moses is bulldozing his opposition, he could easily be thrown into the mix. Interestingly, Alexander Usyk has even reacted to Moses' destruction of Whyte. Usyk told reporters he's impressed, but he's keeping his cards close to his chest about a future match. The chess game between Usyk, the promoters, and the upstart challengers is classic heavyweight politics. Champions don't rush into brawls with hungry prospects unless the stars and the contracts align perfectly. But Moses isn't letting caution slow him down. His record, now sparkling, suggests he could ring in a title shot. Is Moses Itauma ready for Usyk and the other big fighters? In terms of ambition and knockout power, he's bringing more than boxer's bravado. His composure and willingness to face anyone speaks volumes. The division is aging. Usyk, while a master tactician, is not getting younger. Moses, at just 20 years old, might be the spark that sets off a new era if promoters, TV deals, and Usyk himself give the green light. Would an Itauma versus Usyk fight sell tickets? Absolutely. It would be a face-off between an established genius and a wild card with a fan base itching for the next torchbearer. The stakes: youth versus legacy, hype versus history, and probably several more rounds of post-fight memes than anyone can stomach. So, what can we expect? Heavyweight fans shouldn't bet their mortgage on an Usyk match next week, but the possibility is real, as Moses climbs the rankings faster than anyone expected. Boxers talk about being ready, but Itauma lives it, smashing through opponents, dismissing accusations of being protected, and making top-tier names part of his vision board. Whether he's given the Usyk chance or told to wait, he'll keep banging on the door, and if his right hand stays as lethal as it looks, the only thing protected in the divisive world of boxing will be the retirements of the old guard.